So, welcome to the third part of the third level. In the second part, we have seen that Sam, he comes out of the third level as he has gone out there. And next day during the lunch hour, he draws $300 out of the bank. That was the all money he had. And he goes there to the near bank and he bought the old style currency. Why? Because he wanted to buy the tickets to Galesburg. And all these actions of Charles somehow worried his psychiatrist friend. And you can buy old money from any coin dealer, but you have to pay premium. So after paying $300, he could buy the old currency, old style bills of even less than $200. But he says, I don't care, because he knows that he wanted to go to Galesburg and there everything was very cheap. He says eggs were 13 cents a dozen in 1894 and he wanted to go to the Galesburg of 1894. He went there to the Grand Central Station, but he couldn't find the third level again. Often he tried, but he couldn't. Louisa, his wife, she was very much worried when he told her everything about that we went to the third level and now he wants to go and all. But and she asked him not to try to find it and stop everything. So he searched for some time, he couldn't find the third level, so he again switched on to the stamp. They were every weekend, they were looking for the third level, but after he went to the stamps, he found the proof that third level exists there. Two things are simultaneous over here. First, he went to the stamp collection again, and there, while entertaining his stamp collection, he found some proof that third level exists. Now, what was the proof? Before he could say that what was the proof, he says, suddenly my friend Sam, he disappeared. Sam Weiner, he disappeared. Now, who was that Sam? It has not been given. Later on, in the end, it is a mystery, and in the end, we will solve who was Sam. Nobody knew where he was, and he knew that Sam was a city boy, and he suspected little. He was a city boy, but whenever he used to tell him about Galesburg and the life in 1894 when his grandpa was there. He went to the school and everything. Charles went to the school, and he always used to tell about the places. So he liked the sound of the place. He liked listening about the place. And now, where was Sam? Sam was there in Galesburg of 1894. And where he found the proof? He found the proof when he went to his stamp collection. Why he is claiming that Sam was there? Sam went into the Galesburg of 1894. Why? Because one night when he was fussing with his stamp collection, he found a first day cover. Now, what is a first day cover? Let's discuss about it. In the beginning only, in first part, I told you that what is the first day cover. I am going to tell you later on. So, actually, whenever a new stamp is issued, the stamp collectors, they buy some of them and use them to mail the envelope for themselves. They mail it to themselves on the very first day of the sale. And the postmark put on the envelope, it tells about the date when they bought it or when they got it. And the envelope, it is called first day cover. These first day covers are not letters, they are not open, because inside it they don't put a letter, they put a blank slip. So without opening it only, the stamp collectors, they preserve it and they call it first day cover. That night, among his oldest first day covers, Charlie found one that shouldn't be there. Previously, whenever he went through the first day cover collection, he never saw that first day cover. It was never seen by him. But it was there. So, what it was someone has mailed it to the grandfather at his home in Galesburg. On the date of the letter was July 1894, and postmark also showed the same date. So yet Charles don't remember that the cover was actually in the collection somewhere. He couldn't remember that thing. And a stamp was there, and 6-cent stamp, dull brown color, picture of President Garfield. And naturally, when the envelope came to Granddad in the mail, it went into the collection and it stayed there. So it was not open. As I told you already, that the first day covers, they are not open because blank slip is there. So here Charlie was suspicious that he never saw it before, so he opened it. And inside it there was a paper, but paper was not blank. Now what was written on the paper? That letter I am going to read for you. The letter was addressed to Charlie, and the date I already told you, it was July 1894, and address is of Galesburg, Illinois. And the letter says, Charlie, I got wishing that you were right. Then I got to believing you were right. And Charlie, it's true. I found the third level. I've been here 2 weeks right now. Down the street at the Dailies, someone is playing piano. There's all out on the front porch singing, seeing Nellie home. And I'm invited over for lemonade. And come on back, Charlie and Louisa. Keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth, believe me. And the note was signed by, believe me, the site was signed by Sam. Now, again, we know that Sam was his friend, but rest of the details we don't know. At the stamp, who is Sam, we don't know. At the stamp and coin store, Charlie went over there at the stamp and coin store, and he found that Sam has bought $800 worth old style currency, and he wanted to set up a little nice hay feed grain business over there in Galesburg. And he always said that what he really wished he could do, he wanted to do that only. He doesn't want to go back to his old business. Old business mean the business he was doing there in the city of Charles. He doesn't want to do the same business in Illinois in 1894 because it won't go bad. Now, what was his old business? So, the old business, before I tell you about the old business, what Sam used to do, I want to tell you that Sam was the secretary's friend of Charlie. So, the friend who didn't believe that third level actually exists. He was worried about that how Charlie is moving for the third level and how he is believing the third level exists. He himself went to Galesburg believing in third level. Now what is this third level? What it refers to? The third level, it refers to a medium of escape and to the present, from present to past. As you know, one day Charlie wanders down to third level at Grand Central Station, where there were only 2 levels, and he finds the third one, and that was in the year of 1894. And here we also see a definite time transition of space and space in the story. He goes to third level, travel back into time. That's what we are looking, or we are watching in Jayant Narlikar's story. So again, we are at the same point from where you have started, and it is something about the time travel. What we can say, it is something like time travel, and that's what is the theme of the story. Thank you very much.